Hi, everybody. My name is Mike Manning.
And I'm Trinity French.
And we are your business coaches at Wired to Change.
With the number 2.
We help you grow your business to the level you want it to be so you can enjoy the life of a small business owner. All right, Trinity, episode 2, Deborah Mathias, LinkedIn guru. We hit the pot of gold here, right?
Yeah, we have
Okay.
the host jackpot.
Yes, we did.
I thought I was lucky on that cruise ship when I was just like ringing it in on the slot machines, but
Yeah.
this is even luckier.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
We are going to talk details about what you should be doing and why you should be doing it.
And as we were getting warmed up for this episode, I pulled up my LinkedIn profile so I can scour it and make notes and
Get some coaching while we're
get
on
some
the air.
coaching while we're
Make
on the
some
air.
changes.
Yeah.
As we mentioned in the first episode, you and I met. I did the one-to-one. I think it's September, something like that.
Right.
And I was woefully underrepresented by myself on my own website. That's how bad it was. It did not dawn on me to put on there, going back to your 3 points, that I'm a grandfather. And most everybody who's met me knows that's a huge part of my life. Would have never put it on there because I thought it was all business, but it's all connections.
It's all connections.
And it's interesting because on my husband's signature line on his email, he has husband, paratrooper,
Yeah.
something else. And he gets more comments
Oh, yeah.
on that
Oh, yeah.
than anything else. And it just shows that he's a human being. And people are like,
Right.
oh, well, there's some commonality in one of those 4. I can't remember what the other words were.
But-
because husband obviously
Oh,
was
yeah.
the most important.
But for guys, anytime I see paratrooper, Navy SEAL, or Eagle Scout,
Right.
I'm like, okay, all right, have a seat. I got
Have a
questions.
seat. I got to talk to you.
I don't care what you do.
Right.
Hey, you're hired, but I want to hear the
Right,
stories.
yeah.
But that's how important that is, at least to guys.
Oh,
And it may be
yeah.
to women as well, but that's a guy. That Navy SEAL and Eagle Scout, that's a guy thing, big time.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's really impressive to women, too.
I'll let y'all speak for your
I don't know
kind,
about
but-
Eagle Scout, but there's been some Navy SEALs that I've dated in the past that woo-wee.
Exactly.
So let's start with your headline, which
Okay.
literally is right below your name, correct?
It is.
Here's Deborah's headline. If you think you've not put enough down for your name, here's what she has, and I kid you not, and they're all separated by a forward slash.
Right.
Not a comma, not semicolons, a forward slash, and that's important as well.
Everything's important.
LinkedIn consultant, transition specialist, coach, LinkedIn local, speaker, promotions, branding, and then her cell phone number.
Yep.
That's what she's got on there. So if you don't have anywhere near that, you are underrepresenting yourself about yourself on your own site.
The thing with the headline is you want to make sure, whether it's in that format or not, you need to have keywords in there that tell people what you do. It is best to get those keywords in it. Can you put keywords in your about section and the rest? Yes. But as I said, in social media, we look at things at a glance. So if my wares or my specialties are right there in my headline, this is what people are going to search on LinkedIn for you. So if somebody puts transition, I'm going to come up because I've got transition specialist. So it is imperative. Now, whether you want to put your phone number in there or not, that's totally up to you.
Oh, I think that's brilliant.
Yep.
Because
Right.
you haven't been on our show yet. Well, you've been on it once, but my biggest pet peeve
It's not being able to
is
find
not being
somebody's
able to,
phone number.
Yes,
and
it
even
drives
though the
me
contact
crazy.
information is directly under the headline, some people won't see it.
Yeah, and some people don't put their phone number on their LinkedIn profile at
A
all.
lot of people do not.
And
the
it drives
gentleman I
me
just changed before I
nuts.
came here didn't have his website, didn't have his phone number, and we had to change his LinkedIn URL.
So if you really want to know, if you're listening to this podcast sitting next to your computer, pull up LinkedIn and type in DebraMathias. If you want to know what yours is supposed to look like, and you can email her, but don't email her with questions why. Just do it, and then email her and say, I did it, Deborah. Thank you very much. The other point you want to talk about was the banner.
Right. The LinkedIn banner. When I go to somebody's profile, the banner is that blue banner that's directly above your name and your picture. This is prime real estate on LinkedIn. If you are a small business owner and you have a logo, that's what needs to go there. I recently changed my banner. My husband did a new banner, and mine now says Networking with LinkedIn, LinkedIn Labs, which I'm starting to do virtual classes online that you can take, LinkedIn 2-hour labs, and it's got the name of my company, Connect to Clients. So have your logo on your banner, because that blue background, if you're trying to achieve all-star on LinkedIn, this is one of the best things that you can do is to change that blue banner. And it's so easy. So you don't have a logo, go to Google Images, find an image that represents your business, and put that image in there so that people know what you do.
And then go do a logo.
So ours for Wired to Change is that picture of us that I love where we're looking at each other and laughing.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
We're such goofballs.
We are.
But
and
that's
we want people to
perfect.
know
But
that.
we're
But
so
that's it.
cute. We're so much fun to work with.
Right.
And that picture just
Absolutely.
shows that we are just adorable.
And the other thing I had no clue of, I could have sat with you for 1,000 hours. The LinkedIn URL.
Yes, sir. That is your website on LinkedIn.
Yes.
That is just like having your own personal website on LinkedIn. Until 2016, I didn't have a website. I used my LinkedIn profile as my website because people could go and find out about me. They had my recommendations. It had everything that they needed.
You can post articles.
You can post articles.
You
can
can
take
do
pictures.
all sorts of stuff.
Now
There we go.
you can do videos.
Thank you, Drago.
You can do videos.
So you've got connect to clients, make connections, meet clients, find careers. And then underneath that, you have LinkedIn Local, networking with LinkedIn, and LinkedIn Labs.
Correct.
And then your headline under your name. What more do they need, right?
Right.
If
They
that
got my
doesn't
phone
hook them.
Right. They've got
Yep.
my phone number right there. And, you know, the main thing, too, is people don't understand how important a picture can be. I met somebody about 3 weeks ago at their office. And I walked in, and the guy had a picture from, like, 1976. And I went,
There's-
okay, you had hair then. So, you know, I mean, get an updated picture. Look
It is
professional.
so important. So I'm not going to say names, but one of my very close business referral partners was recently hiring somebody to work in his law firm.
Right.
And because of my experience in recruiting and hiring, I helped him with a lot of his questioning and reviewing profiles. And the two things that we looked at first when he got those resumes was their LinkedIn picture and their Facebook picture.
Right.
Because if they didn't have a professional photo, he's sitting here wondering, how is this person going to show up in court? Are they,
Right.
what is their online persona? We were
Absolutely.
looking at their LinkedIn to make sure that they could be ultra professional. We were looking at their Facebook to make sure that they had a fun side because
Right.
we're a fun group. And so, but not too much fun.
Right.
You know, and that was really, really important. And we were making decisions about whether or not to even bring people in for an interview based on that photo and what they were wearing in
Right.
their profile picture.
All the HR directors that I've spoken to in my career doing what I'm doing have told me social media is where they go. When they get a resume, they go directly to LinkedIn first, and then they go to Facebook to see, number one, what does this person do outside of work? People don't realize how ultra important it is. LinkedIn is a professional networking site for professionals. From waist up, dress professional. Yeah. With today's technology, you can take your iPhone or your Android, take a picture, comb your hair, brush your teeth, you know, have something nice and put it up there. It's that easy.
It
and
is.
People that don't, I just go, oh my.
Underneath your headline, under Apex, North Carolina, you've got the gray box. It says providing services, leadership development. What should go, and then see all the details.
Yeah, I just updated that.
It's
online.
yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Oh, it lets you know about me and that I accept
Oh,
in
okay.
person or remote. It tells you how I do my business. I do leadership development,
Yeah.
and it tells you where I'm at. My work preference, I can work in person or remote. In today's world, we're going to be doing more virtual, so I'm going to go back to doing what I did when I first got on LinkedIn and be doing virtual classes.
We are also moving to a lot of virtual coaching, which
Right.
is a ton of fun. Huge shout out to my husband for hooking me up with our GoToMeeting and GoToWebinar software, because
Right.
we have been using it like gangbusters during this outbreak.
Right.
We talked about this before we started recording this podcast about 2 weeks ago when all this started, and we've all now been not sequestered, but social distancing. Love those new phrases for a couple days. This is going to go on through at least May. I think people need to look at June 1.
Right.
Everything's going to be mostly shut down till then. You know humanity, Deborah. Are we going to learn anything from this, that we need to learn this stuff?
Well, I'll put it this way. I'm willing for my business to take a hit until people learn, because until probably the end of April, I am only going to be doing virtual training. I'm going to make people learn how to use social media and LinkedIn through virtual training. Because until we get comfortable with it, everything that we do, any habit is learned. You have to do it seven times, I believe is what they say, before it becomes a habit.
Yep.
So even if it's 7, what if it's 13? You've got
Yeah,
to
'cause it's
learn.
an average.
Yeah, you've got to do this so many times. So I really want people to, attend my class, my virtual class in April, because I want to show them they can get on LinkedIn and network just like they do in person. It's that easy.
This is almost writing the ultimate conversation opening line. Hey, Trinity, I know we've been trying to get together to talk, but I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired of being at home. What are you guys doing for fun? And you're off and running.
Right.
Whereas before, I'd have to knock on her door. Hey, I'm Mike. I sell this. I've been trying to get an appointment. She's like,
Right.
or her gatekeeper's like, go away.
Yeah.
But now through a friend, we get connected. It's like, my God, I went outside today to the mailbox. I was so excited.
I love to tell this story because in my Networking with LinkedIn book, one of the things that I added for the 2020 edition is my introduction. I want people to know my why I got on LinkedIn, because everybody wants to know why. Everybody has to have a why. My why is I began using LinkedIn in 2009 out of necessity. In 2008, September, we experienced one of the world's worst stock market crashes. Everyone was afraid to spend money and being cautious. So when anyone in sales came calling, they weren't buying. So in today's climate, we're back there again. And I'm taking this opportunity once again to show people, look, you can still reach out to people and connect on LinkedIn and get to know them just like you would in person.
Yeah, set up a virtual one-to-one.
Set up a virtual one-on-one. After
So-
you've connected on LinkedIn, take it outside LinkedIn.
Yep.
Give them your email. Set up a Zoom training or a Zoom meeting or any kind of meeting. There are 1,000 applications where you
Google
can meet
Hangouts,
virtual.
Yeah.
Facebook
Yes.
Live.
Go to meeting.
Go
Yeah,
to
go to
meeting.
meeting.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Yep.
Get together.
Now, I am a good subject matter for this because I have to have human interaction.
Right.
I would not have gotten as much out of your training if it was virtual, because
Sure.
I need to see the body language. I need to see a smile. I got to hear the laugh. I got to have that. So I am coming kicking and screaming into this, and it took me about 36 hours to realize, hey, dumbass, this stuff's happening. Trinity and I did, what's today, Thursday? Did we talk Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah. And it was wonderful. The technology is so good.
Right.
The picture and the sound, everything was
You
good.
can see the expressions. You
I've
feel
done-
like you're there.
I've done 2 other one-to-ones, and I've got 3 tomorrow. So I tell you people, I'm 58, kicking and screaming into this. It's okay, because you're going to have to learn. And again, another conversation opener is Trinity and I, we could probably come up with something that, hey, we're promoting human technological interaction. We know you want to talk to somebody and see somebody.
Right.
Get on with us and let's
Exactly.
talk for 30
I mean, how else is it that you can meet with someone and you could be dressed professionally from the top up, and I could meet with you and I could just be sitting there smiling because I have on no pants.
Right,
Yep.
exactly. That's
And
exactly
you'd
right.
never know.
Yeah.
When I
Like,
train, sometimes if I do a Zoom training or from home, I've got on my Connect to Client shirts and I'm wearing sweats.
Yeah.
Kick
Yeah.
back.
LinkedIn groups. I have dabbled and looked, but not figured it out.
Okay.
So for all the people, tell us the importance of it, and then how do we stick our foot in the water with that?
Okay. Groups on LinkedIn, you need to choose a group that you want to do business with that group. So, and things that you are familiar with that you can comment, like, and share.
Oh, and from a personal standpoint, selfish standpoint, I forgot to tell you, will you make all your examples pertinent to us as business coaches, how we grow our business? But other than that, there's nothing else to ask.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for realtors,
Subtle enough. Okay.
actually,
Oh, that too. Yeah, real.
you need to be in, there are 1,000 real estate groups on LinkedIn. And you need to be in groups that are doing sales, marketing, and branding. Because really, that's what a real estate agent is.
Yep.
They're selling their brand. If you're working for one of the big Keller Williams or somebody like that, yes, that's your company or that's your umbrella, but you are your business. You are your brand. So go and get familiar with, go into groups where coaches are, but also look at the industries that you want to dabble your toe into. Like I get on digital and social media and more. Okay. So, and marketing groups, sales groups. Also, I'm in some real estate groups because I want to train realtors. I'm in coaching groups because I want to train coaches. So look at whatever business or industry you're trying to get into and join that group. Now, there are two groups everybody needs to join, and that's Link Local Raleigh. That is my group for LinkedIn Local Raleigh Triangle. In that group, you can network silly. You can also promote your business. Some groups don't allow you to promote your business. My thought is, and always has been, why have a group on LinkedIn if people can't promote their business? Oh, I'm only supposed to promote it on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 10 and 12. Okay, well, I'm busy then, So in my group, you can promote your business. Also, if you would follow my company, Connect to Clients, I give tips on LinkedIn and I can help people connect.
Where are we finding that on the page?
Go to the Connect to Clients where it says right under accept the Connect to Clients logo.
No. Accept, ignore, and more.
Right.
Okay.
If
So
you
Drago's going to hit accept
hit
right
my
now.
logo. Hit
Drago.
my logo right there.
Wait.
My logo.
Okay.
No. Down under where it says Connect to Clients in Ohio State University, my logo's right beside
Okay,
it.
gotcha. All right.
Click on that.
Okay.
Now go over to Experience and my logo beside CEO LinkedIn Trainer. There's my company page.
Okay.
Follow me.
And that's fine. So he's going
Right.
to click on that. But when I go home tonight, I'm going to go to my LinkedIn page and make even more changes after today.
Okay.
If I'm looking for groups of small business owners, where am I going to find that on my homepage?
Okay. On your homepage to find group.
Yes.
Okay. Up in the search bar, you will go
Gotcha.
up and put groups.
Okay. That's what I wanted everybody to hear. Okay.
Or put the industry that you want, and it'll take you to the groups that you want to go. So you'll have
Okay.
thousands of groups that you can
Groups, yeah.
choose from.
Gotcha. Okay. Right. Because I want everybody to hear that. So,
Right.
okay. Right.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Oh man, I got a busy night. I'm gonna need a nap when I get home. Just like stay up till 10 o'clock at night. So
is your nap going to be 15 minutes or
It's-
2 hours?
That's a nap. That's a Trinity. If I've told
not a
you
nap.
anything,
30 minutes.
Yeah, but
Minimum.
she wants 2 hours for a nap. So.
No, 2 hours is sleeping.
Right.
That's like.
But you
that's
do like it that way. You don't like a 15-minute.
No, I got to have 30 at least.
30 minutes
Okay.
for me as a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah. 15 minutes, I
I'd
wouldn't even be able to
drunk when I
find.
woke up. I'd
Yeah.
be still asleep. I was just starting to get into REM.
Yeah,
but
it
it's
takes
like-
me
Yeah.
so long to actually fall asleep
Me
that I
too.
need 30 minutes to actually get a 15-minute nap.
When's your birthday?
March 2nd,
Aries?
Pisces.
Pisces, okay.
No, don't even start with that. We're
Yeah,
moving on.
yeah.
We're moving on. So,
What are the top 3 mistakes that we make on LinkedIn?
The top 3 mistakes that everybody makes on LinkedIn is when someone asks them to accept, they don't go to that person's profile and look at the person before they accept. I probably have 20, well, I know I have 23 sitting in my box right now for me to connect with from all over the world. I may connect with 3 of them because the first thing I'm going to do is click on that person's profile and go to their profile and read about them. If I find we have nothing in common and that I don't feel that we can be referral partners, do business together, or they would be a good fit for my network, or if I think they're going to spam my network,
Yeah.
I'm not going to connect with them.
Right.
So that's the first mistake. Always go to a person's profile when they ask you to connect. Or if you're asking them to connect, don't just go, because you can go and absolutely just hit connect with, because LinkedIn brings up people for
People
you
you
to
might
connect
know.
with. And if you hit that connect button, it's going to go, you're already connected. You know, I want to know who I'm connecting with.
do you send a message when you meet somebody you haven't met yet, but you wanted to connect to? Do you send a message with the connect button?
Yes, everybody write this down because this is all you ever need to send to anybody when you're connecting, and I don't care if it's a CEO or a solopreneur. I would like to add you to my professional network on LinkedIn so that we can further communicate and network together. Sincerely, Deborah Mathias, Connect to Clients, my LinkedIn URL, and my website.
Yes, and I had
That's
that written
it.
down in the book. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the second mistake. First one is we don't look at the profile before we accept.
Right.
Right.
Second mistake is seriously not changing your banner to market yourself. I mean, that's key. And the third is your headline. And the fourth is your URL. Those are the most important points. That profile optimization is key on LinkedIn.
So I would add into that when I add somebody and then the first thing they come back to me with is a sales pitch.
Right.
I immediately go and unconnect with them.
Yep.
Like they just burned that bridge. I
used to do that. You know what I do now? I send them back a message. Well, first thing I do is I go to their connections and make sure there isn't anybody I want to connect with in their connections. And then I go and send them a nice little note that says, "Thank you very much for ruining our relationship before it began."
Oh.
And then I disconnect from them.
Is like 1 out of 100, do they try to reconnect
Oh, yeah.
thinking they can overtalk you?
99.9%.
Oh, they do.
I'm like, and then I have people that do what I do. They create sales funnels, or they try to show people on LinkedIn, or they have an app for LinkedIn to connect with 50 people a day.
Yep.
They want to connect with me, and I know they want to get to my 7,500 plus connections, and I'll just be like, yeah, no.
Those are very good tips about the mistakes not to make. If you are currently making those, go out, check out your LinkedIn profile, and make sure that you're following Deborah's recommendations, because this platform is so important. I'm also going to add my other pet peeve about people's LinkedIn profiles, and this comes from my recruiting years, is that have somebody proofread your profile.
Okay, that's the number
You
one.
dumb ass MFs, please,
That's the
like,
number one.
yeah.
Sorry, I take back everything I said.
Because
Please.
if I go out there and your profile has typos and things are spelled
Right.
incorrectly and the
Right.
grammar is wrong,
I'm immediately
I'm-
not going to connect
I am
with you. It's like,
discrediting you and
Right.
thinking that you are a lazy SOB
Right.
because you didn't take the
my
time
husband,
to proofread.
thank God, is an editor.
your
He's been an
stinking
editor for over 30
profile.
years, and trust me, he edits everything I do because I tend to be a little laborious and flowery and creative when I write, and he'll take like half of. I can write a paragraph and it's 3 sentences when he's done. It's like, okay.
But sometimes
you're
it's
right.
better, right?
But
Watch
that's
your
good,
grammar. Watch your spelling. Like you said, don't be a dumbass.
Don't be a dumbass. Yeah.
Right.
And it does not take a whole lot to ask a couple of your more intelligent
Most
friends
computers
or
have
coworkers.
Spell check.
Yeah.
Put it in
I
Word
use
and write it.
Grammarly because
Right,
it checks
Grammarly.
it on everything and
Exactly.
you don't even have to worry about
Right.
it. But nothing is better than another set of eyes because sometimes
Absolutely.
it's just the way you're saying something or you overlooked something or
That's
there's a
key
wrong
point.
word.
The way people say things on any social media is really imperative. Be careful how you say things. It may be with the best intentions you say things, but it could literally come up as discrediting or harsh or ignorant,
Yeah.
as we've all found. So be careful when you reach out. That's why in my booklet, I have canned emails. You can change them to fit your personality, but for the love of Martha, make it nice. Watch what you say because, trust me, social media is there
And
forever.
it's there forever. And
Yeah.
I can easily go and take a screenshot and now you're
And
the next
send it.
meme. You're
Right.
turning into the meme that everybody's making fun of because
Right.
of your idiocy. So
I had
don't
that
be
happen
that
to
person.
one of my clients.
Oh,
that
man.
somebody took a screenshot of what was said in a personal conversation,
Ooh.
and that person lost a large account because they
We're an
didn't
idiot.
realize the ramifications.
Anything that's on the internet can be easily
Don't put
Snagged.
anything in writing you wouldn't be afraid for your mother to look
Yes,
at.
thank you.
Yes.
That's
That's my rule.
amen.
So all the rules we've been
And
talking
mine's my
about.
grandmother because
Yeah.
my mom can put up with a whole lot more than my
Right.
grandma can.
You train your mom well.
That's it.
We've got listeners, obviously, in the Triangle. We've got them in Ireland. We've got them in the Philippines. We have them in Boardman, Oregon. These rules are the same around the globe, correct?
Yes.
Does not
absolutely.
matter.
Does not matter where you're from.
I want to give a shout out to my friend Marcy Lawrence because she sent me a voice message via Facebook 2 days ago saying how much she enjoyed listening to our podcast on procrastination. And it really
Oh, nice.
just it gave me the feels. I'm getting a little feely just
And
thinking about it. And
it's
it
Marcy?
Yep, Marcy.
Marcy?
Marcy with an I. Marcy's awesome. Just want to give her a shout out because she is all the way on the West Coast. She's in California. She listens to our podcast. And I really appreciated getting that feedback from her.
Oh,
And-
that's awesome.
And Marcy, we thank you. And how long did it take you to respond to Trinity about the procrastination podcast? It was a month or so ago, right?
That's hilarious.
We kid because we care, Marcy.
Right.
And to Scott Sams, a former guest of ours, Scott, when I get home, I'm going to look at your profile. You're going to hear this in about 5 days. I want to know if you changed yours from this podcast. So
Right.
Scott is probably our number one listener. So
Absolutely. You can now, this is one thing I want to bring up, do voice messaging and video through LinkedIn messaging.
Really?
Ooh, something they didn't know.
Something I did not know.
what is the next thing they're going to need to roll out to keep up with technology and connecting
They
the
are
globe?
going to be doing, so I read yesterday, messaging, like messaging for Facebook. The messaging is going to be instantaneous like Facebook.
Oh.
So it's going to have the same feel. They're doing beta testing on it now, and I truly believe this is going to be a game changer. When they changed it so that you could do a video and send it through Messenger on LinkedIn, it really changed the way I did happy birthdays. not that I'm a great singer, but I'll sing a couple of bars and send to somebody a happy birthday message. And that just really tells somebody I care.
You care because you took the time.
I took the time. I took the 2 seconds it took to say happy birthday.
It's like a handwritten note. You took
Right.
the time to do it. So,
Right.
if you will go to connecttoclients.com, if that is her website, if you'll go to LinkedIn, Deborah Mathias, and do your best to connect with her. If you've got game, she'll connect with you, but you better come to the table with something.
And you better
You have
connect
to
with
have a
us on
picture.
LinkedIn.
Yes.
Have to have a
Have
picture.
to have a picture. Please go to Wired to Change on LinkedIn. We'd love to connect with you, hear from you. If you will if you'll rate, review, and subscribe our podcast. We are a small business trying to grow, so we can use all the help we can get. We appreciate all the comments and interaction we have with you can help us with in growing our numbers. We appreciate it very much, and we will see you as I stumble through that. We'll see you next time on our Wired to Change podcast.